I would 100% drop these, preferably in a volcano. Hey, I'm Bevin.
And I'm Jenn. We're highlighting our favorite sneaker collabs by Hispanic and Latinx designers in partnership with eBay. The Jordan 5 Grito sneakers that just came out this month to celebrate Mexican Independence Day, which is in September. I picked these because the story is just really beautiful. I'm Mexican. My parents are from Zacatecas, Mexico. So the detailing is just really beautiful. I love a nice cream sneaker. I just feel like the detailing and the storytelling behind this sneaker is just, they did such a great job. So I'm copying this, but Kevin, are you gonna cop or are you gonna drop?
I don't even have to think about it. 100% I would cop these. I'm a sucker for details, and I've seen these. I've seen the pictures. They snapped on these. Without a doubt, 100%, these are a cop. The Day of the Dead Nike SB. I'm not Mexican. I'm from El Salvador, but I absolutely admire the whole culture. Day of the Dead especially. And I think Nike did an incredible job showing everything the Day of the Dead is about on this shoe. But not only that, the shoe itself, the quality, the leather, some of the most buttery leather you'll ever touch on a shoe. I swear by it. Do you love the shoe? Would you cop or drop these?
I will actually cop these. And I love that what they did with the Day of the Dead was Dia de los Muertos. Like, it's just beautiful. I love the detailing. Are like the skulls, are they stitched in?
I believe they're stitched in.
If they're stitched in, that's really cool and that's really dope. Like, the detailing is beautiful. The colors are beautiful. And it's so funny because my Nina is actually Salvadorian. So I appreciate y'all cultures a lot. I'll copy. Do you feel that early 2000 Dunks material is way better than the Dunks that we get now?
Older is 10 times better every single time. It's a phrase you hear all the time, but like they don't make them how they used to. 100% with the Nike SB.
But I agree, because I feel like every time I buy Dunks, I always end up going on eBay and searching 2005, 2006, or going to like my Swami that's down the street that's still really stuck in the 2000s, and I just buy all my sneakers there. So we love Paul Rodriguez over here. Another collab that he did with Nike Dunks. I believe these are his Mexico boxing sneakers. The detailing is beautiful. I really love the golden detailing. It does remind me of the boxing aesthetic of everything. Is just probably one of my favorite like aesthetics ever. So it's really cool to see this in a sneaker. But Kevin, are you going to cop or drop this?
Because it's a Paul Rodriguez, I pretty much like everything he makes. These are a cop, 100%. Love the shoe. And the details really do. If you've ever seen these in hand, it's a treat.
I have never seen them in person, so I could only imagine because they look really cool. I just wish they were like crazy long. Like I want like a crazy knee-high SB Dunk.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely something you would wear. I would not be able to pull that off. But I can see you pulling that off, 100%.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
The Bad Bunny Forum lows. This shoe it's very simple. The shoe itself, for one, if you've ever touched them, the suede is immaculate. The shoe feels really nice, well made, which is something we don't get a lot with the newer releases. I believe these came out 2 years ago. Really well made. I feel like I could wear these every day for 10 years and I'll never have an issue. And obviously, collaboration with Bad Bunny, someone who's doing a lot for, once again, our culture as a whole. The impact he has, the ability he has to bring people together. I love all that. Very happy that Adidas and him came together to give us these forums. Are these a cop or a drop?
I love Bad Bunny and I love Adidas. I will also cop these. I do feel like Adidas and Bad Bunny have really come out with like really dope sneakers that are just different, not the same.
That is true. I love in collaborations when they aren't lazy and they actually change something about the shoe, because these are pretty different. The littlest things will get me to buy a shoe. I seen that buckle, needed them instantly. But I agree. I love when they actually, Adidas definitely gives them a lot more creative freedom whenever it comes to these shoes.
Paul Rodriguez, once again, he is really doing his big one. These are his SB Dunk Low. What the Paul? I'm copying these. I love a sneaker that's just extra. This one clearly has a bunch of details from the different colors, the materials of the sarape. There's like a little bit of like crocodile. There's like the Mexican flag colorway at the bottom of the sole. I mean, there's a lot of stuff happening here. And for me, when I wear a sneaker, I want it to be like a showstopper. When I'm styling myself, I style around my sneakers. It's definitely like a very maximalist shoe. I'm a very maximalist person. So are you gonna cop or are you gonna drop?
Without a doubt, I'm popping these. I'm a Paul Rodriguez fan. And this is the What the Paul is a combination of like a bunch of sneakers that he's made just all put into one SB. And so I just think that's the coolest thing ever for a skater, Mexican skater. It's just amazing. So without a doubt, 100% cop. The Awake New York airships. I don't know if you've seen them in hand. This is some of the nicest material I've ever seen come out of Jordan brand in my life. They made this like it was gonna be their final shoe. I seen these and I was instantly in love. It's cool to see the culture get more mainstream. It's an airship, something newer to most of the sneakerheads. They've been pushing it out in all the colorways they've been making. This, without a doubt, is my favorite.
I would cop these. I am a sucker for maroon as well as with eggshell. It's not like all white, even like the sole. I think it's really beautiful. I really love supporting my fellow Latino designers and creators. So I'm copying this. I actually like the airship. Sorry, y'all. Like... A sneaker is a sneaker, and these sneakers are dope.
I'm glad you copped because that's how I know we're locked in.
Locked in. All right, we're back at it again with Bad Bunny and Adidas. So these are the Responsiel Paso Fino. I actually have these in my collection. They're the most comfortablest shoe ever. This is not my favorite colorway. They have one which is like yellow, orange, and black. This one, I feel like it's more like your typical like hiking shoe. The other colorway is more me.
I love this shoe. I would 100% cop these. I want a pair of these. I didn't even know this colorway existed, but I love these. I'm a big sucker for brown. I don't wear it a lot, but when I do, I look good. I can't lie. So I 100%, I want these. I'm gonna cop, actually. You just convinced me. So yeah, the cop, without a doubt. The J Balvin Jordan 3. I'm a very like minimalist person, right? And I think this shoe does the perfect job of being too little and too much at the same time. For the most part, 90% of it is just this one cream color, right? But then you have just the back tab and the midsole, that little bit of that radiant purple, pink, that little touch takes this from a meh to a like chef's kiss. Absolutely must cop for me. But would you cop or drop these?
I'm going to drop these simply because if we're gonna add a crazy detail, let's do it. Let's go big. I'm a sucker for story. So maybe if I knew a little bit more about the J Balvin like story behind why he designed this, maybe I would be more compelled.
For the story, I know that the gradient that you see on the midsole, it's supposed to be the sunset in Medellín. I believe he's from there. And so he was paying homage to Medellín. And that's why that little hint of, you know.
Okay, let me do my research and I'll report back. But as of now, I'm gonna drop these.
I respect it.
Sorry, Kevin. This is the J Balvin Air Jordan, Colores y Vibras. I believe, I might be wrong, this might have been one of like his first sneakers with the Jordan. Yes, I'm a very maximalist. I feel like these wouldn't have matched like my closet at all, but they're beautiful, 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 beautiful sneakers. I feel like these are one of like the few first sneakers that I had seen for a while that it was just fun. Kevin, are you gonna cop or are you gonna drop these?
I would 100% drop these, preferably in a volcano. I think this is the worst Jordan one ever.
No disrespect over here. Trust. So talk your stuff. Why are you thinking these the worst? You said you're gonna throw them in a volcano. That's crazy.
Happily. I look at this shoe and just, I don't think happy thoughts with the shoe. So drop 100%. Another Awake in New York shoe, this time in collaboration with Asics. We were talking about earlier and how we love when collaborations actually change something about a shoe. They just created a whole new shoe. This shoe is beautiful. Like, I love this silhouette. I'm not gonna lie, Asics have been booming recently. It's been a whole trend. I hopped right on that trend. The whole Hispanic culture being represented through sneakers like this, and it being a very well done collaboration, brand new shoe, all those things coming together. As always, would you cop or drop these?
I will actually cop these because I agree with you. I really love Asics. I think they're a great staple piece in my closet.
You know they're gonna be comfy and the materials are always there.
So Asics, chef's kiss, keep doing what you're doing. And that's it for this episode of Cop or Drop. Don't forget to drop your favorite Hispanic or Latinx designers in the comments and tune in for the next episode.